Okay, good. How about others? Uh, okay, fine. So everyone has like the AWS and the other things installed, or like sorry, or the Linux terminal set up with you guys.
Yeah.
Guys, please put up the things in the chat window if you want to say something. If required, we will. Okay. So based on the yes, I see that everyone has a Linux terminal open. So we can go ahead and start with other things. Okay, fine. Now, so to start with the things, okay. Now, the whole point here is about the different commands and the things which we were looking for. So if I say if you, how can you display your current directory? So you can use a command as pwd, okay, which stands for present working directory. It stands for present working directory. If I ask you to change it over to the etc directory, okay, change it over to this. So what would be the command? Except Ankit, you will not reply to these things, okay? Vishnu, you will also not reply. When I'll ask you guys, then reply. Other people, please respond to this. If I have to switch over to the etc directory, what will be the command? Just put your answers in the chat window. Very, very good, Lavanya. So it will be cd and slash etc, okay, and this will give me the, now if you check your current directory in which you are, it is etc, okay, it is what it is, etc. Now moving over to the next, let's say I want to switch over to the home directory, okay, so I'll just do cd and enter. That will take me to the home directory, okay, cd and enter will take me to the home directory. I have to change it to the root directory, or I have to go back to the parent directory. I can do cd dot dot, and that will take me to the parent directory. That is the one directory which is before this. Any questions so far? Now, if I want to switch over to the root directory, I'll do cd root, and that will basically take me over to the cd root. To list out the contents of this, I'll do ls. What I'll do? ls. To list out more detailed view, I'll do ls minus lrt. Now, if you want to print out the home directory contents, so you will do like this, ls minus al and this, okay, this will take you to the this will allow you to see the contents of home directory, okay. Now can anyone tell me this? So I have to create the directories, okay, I have to create the directories in one command, okay, this name dir1 dir2 dir3, where dir3 is subdirectory of dir2 and dir2 is subdirectory of dir1. Now tell me, any one of you, what would be the command for this?
mkdir dir1 giving permission chmod 7775 dir1.
Please put up in the chat window only. Now tell me any command. Vishnu, if you know, just write up the command, okay? mkdir we use, I'll know, but what is that mkdir which we will be using? Come on, Vishnu, ping, tell me the command. No, that's not right, Vishnu. Ankit, Raja Rajeshwari, Raja, Raja Rajeshwari, Deepika. So guys, what will be the command if you have to do? You have to create the directory within the directories within the directories. Now the command will be this only: mkdir minus p dir1, dir2, dir3. This is going to create the directories for you into the system. Okay. Now this is going to create the directories for you into the system. So if I do ls minus lrt here, you see I just got dir1. And now if I do ls minus lrt inside the dir1, I got dir2. And now I got dir3. So there's the option name as minus p, which will create the one directory as a subdirectory of other and the other directory as a subdirectory of other. In our case, dir1 is the subdirectory of dir2 and dir2 is the subdirectory of dir3. Getting it clear for everyone? Ankit?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Sachin.
Now let's say that what we're doing is that whatever we have gone through in the last session, we are just quickly doing a touch base on those things so that we can move ahead further. Now, can any one of you tell me how can I list the files in a bin directory? The complete command, just type it in the chat window, okay? How can I do this in the bin directory? Okay, understand my question very well. From the place where I am, from there I want to list the contents of the bin directory. I want to list the contents of the bin directory. Kishore, any idea? Very good, Satish. Very good, Suresh. Good. Now, there are two ways through which we can do this. One is that we can list out the commands, which is a list ls command, and we want to see the detailed list. So we can do ls minus lrt slash bin. Another one is which like other people have pinged like Deepika and all. So you can do cd bin. But when you want to execute two different commands and you let's say you want to switch over the requirement, you have to do like this. You can do switch over like cd bin and ls minus lrt. Means it will execute both the commands and it will give you the list. Or you can also do something like this by putting a pipe symbol. means it will switch over to the bin directory and do this. Means it will basically give you the information for that. So there are not two, there are three ways through which you can do that. Okay. Now, let's say I want to create a file name as wolf.jpg. So how can I create that file, guys, as per our last discussion? Tell me. Very good, Vishnu. So we can do touch wolf.jpg, that will create the touch, that will basically create the file for us. Now, why it's not allowing me to create in a root directory? Because root directory is not for, bin directory is not to create the files. Okay. Now I've created this. You see, there's a wolf.jpg file here. Okay. So touch command will do what? That will create a file name as wolf.jpg, where the particular user, the ownership, which we call, this has a read permissions, read and write permissions. So we can do that. Okay. Now cat is command to display the, so yeah, so there's a question from someone that why there is a command known as, if I do like this cat wolf.jpg, what will happen? Nothing will happen. This will basically get stuck, because cat is a command to display the contents of the file. You have to write like this, cat wolf.jpg. Right now we don't have any content, so it will not do this. Suresh, you see here cd bin pipe symbol ls minus lrt, and it's listing for me. Oh, it's not listing the files in a bin directory, you are saying, right? Right. The pipe symbol, not and symbol will work. That's right. Now, we created the file name as wolf.jpg. We want to put some contents into that. So we'll write echo, this is wolf file. And you can double quotes and you can write wolf.jpg. And now if you do cat wolf.jpg, you will see the contents inside that. Clear, Kishore? Clear to everyone? Now, if I want to rename this file from wolf.jpg to wolf.pdf, I can do wolf.jpg to wolf.pdf. And if I do ls wolf star, this means I want to search for the file which starts with a WOL, okay, and ends with anything. So I want to search for the files which starts with, sorry, WOL and ends with anything. This will give me this. Clear? Now, there's a question for everyone. I want every one of you to erase the contents of the file without opening it. The wolf.pdf. Okay, let's see whatever Vishnu has said, what that is going to do. That will basically insert the wolf.pdf inside that. Now you do cat wolf.pdf. You see, it has overwritten the line and inserted a clear there. So to do this, you just put this greater than symbol and you write wolf.pdf, and that's will basically nullify the contents of the file. Okay, you see it has removed the contents of the file without opening the file. Clear? Now, if I want to see the first 5 lines of the file, how can I see that? Right, but we have to do head -5, and let's say that we have a file name like this. So we will do this. Head means from the starting, show me the first 5 lines. -5 means first 5 lines. Okay, so I'll do this. It will give me the first 5 lines. Okay, if I give the first 15 lines, it will give me the first 15 lines. Now instead of head, if I give tail -10 etc, this will open up last 10 files. Okay, so head and tail are the command which are going to do with the -5 and with the file name which you want to open up. Okay, let's say one second, guys. Okay, guys, by any chance, if this session ends, so I'll send a link again, like probably join the same link again. Okay, it's just the matter of some time. Like the subscription, I have made the payment today, but it's not updated yet. That is why it is causing the issue. Okay, everyone clear how to view the first 5 and the last line contents of the file? Now, can anyone tell me that I have to create 3 files? Okay, text 1, Kishore, are you getting it? Text 2, text 3, and I want to combine all the 3 files. Kishore, getting it? No problem. You have to watch first 2 sessions, so you'll get it in a more better way. Raja Rajeshwari, you are practicing. Good. Now, Ankit, do you know the answer of this? To touch
No,
text,
Sachin.
text 1, text 2, text 3 is going to create a 3 files. But my question is, I have the contents like this: echo 1, let's say test 1, echo 2, let's say test 2, and echo 3, let's say test 3. Means if I do cat test 1, I'll get this. If I do cat test 2, it is this. If I do cat test 3, it is this. I want to combine all the result of these 3. Means what I want to see is, I want to see like this in one file. I want to combine the result of these 3 files in one file. So for that, what you will do? I want to combine the result of three files. Merge with what? What is the command? Kishore, you can send out the direct messages. Like you can send out the messages to everyone. Echo 123 to test one. Very good. So how these three files are getting combined, sir? Only you have to put the content into one file. Na? You have not combined the files. I want to combine the file test one, test two, test three. This I have done already here. Cat command will do the combination, the three different outputs you are seeing in one. Now if I just redirect it to one file, all, and all the command is output is there. Getting it? There is a requirement where if you have to combine multiple files into one, you will do what? You will do this. Correct? Now, let's talk about a little bit on the Linux hierarchy, where if we come toward to the root directory, which is our main directory, and then if I do ls here, you see you have bin temp var usr, all of these files are there. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of bin directory? We already discussed, guys. Okay, bin directory is basically there to store the binary files for all the users. We store the binary files, whatever it is, for all the users. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of sbin? Sbin is nothing, that is system binary files. What is the purpose of this? So system binaries are something which you basically do or create when you want to change IP address, partition, or anything. Okay. Are you guys getting it or feeling sleepy? Okay. Now lib is for the libraries, opt is for the optional editor files or like in the outside content which we are getting it. Okay. Now home, root, media, all these files are what? These are your other data directories, okay, through which you get the data. Any questions so far? Okay. Now, if we talk about a little bit further, the way we can run the jobs, okay, means let's say I want to run the command echo hello world, okay, every 1 minute. Yeah, I want to run the command echo hello world and I want to write it every in the file every 1 minute. What do you think? How can I do that? Anyone has any idea how can I write hello world every 1 minute? No one has no idea. No, there is something known as cron tab. Okay. Now cron tab is used for scheduling the job, the scheduling the things. Okay. Now in the cron tab, what happens that when you run this cron tab with a -L option, okay, it gives no cron tab for admin. So basically, there would be no cron tab entries on this server. Okay. Now, anyways, let's see that how can we use the cron tab. Okay. So probably anytime this will go down, let's join in again back. I'll explain the cron tab again. Okay. Let's join with the same link back again.